All right, we're live. Howdy, how's it going? Welcome back, or howdy if you're new. Today we're going to be testing out the new Gears of War Reloaded on the ROG Ally X. I am absolutely a huge fan of Gears of War. That is one of my favorite games of all times, and I've been patiently awaiting the Reloaded version. So we're going to try it out. We're going to see how it plays. I have not opened up the game yet at all, so I wanted it to be kind of something I experience with you guys live. After this video, I will try to do some more testing either today or tomorrow on some other devices. I'm thinking about pulling it up on the ROG Flow Z13 and then maybe even the Scar G18 as well. So if you're looking forward to those, definitely keep an eye out for them. So anyways, I hope you guys are doing well. If you are seeing the stream okay, definitely let me know. I'm gonna take 1 second real quick to check something. So give me 1 second. What's up, Nelson? How's the stream look? How's it going, brother? Can you see everything and hear everything okay? I want to make sure I don't need to adjust anything. Alright, cool. So everything sounds good. Yeah, been a while. Everything looks good. Yeah, man. Appreciate it. So let's go ahead and turn the controller on. For today, I'm going to be using a controller because it's just easier for getting it on camera. So I will be playing this later in handheld mode, but it won't affect what you guys see. It'll actually make it better. So let's go ahead and open this up. Make sure I'm actually in handheld mode. Yep. And I am on 30-watt turbo. It's got to install some type of prerequisite file or something. Alright, had to adjust my mic a little bit here so you guys will be able to hear me better. Had to get a little bit closer. What's going on, GMPC Tech? How's it going? Alright, let's see. I'm gonna have to move that. A little glare. Oh, nice. Yeah, man, this system is absolutely awesome to game with a monitor and keyboard and mouse and treat it like a desktop. It's very capable and powerful. Works really well on a dock. Oh yeah, the new ROG Nux are so cool. I really want one. I'm big time into like mini PCs and small form factor stuff. Well, I used to be anyways. I still love small form factor stuff, but those are really cool. They look nice. I don't know if you guys can hear the game audio or not. This Game, I'm not sure. I think I want to say between 50 and 80 gigs. I can actually check real quick. Let me, install size is 70 gigs, so I was close. All right, let's see what settings are going to be the best to run here. Let's see what they have for defaults. So anytime I open up a new game, I always just force of habit go through and see what they have set up. See, this is fine. It's got it preset to 60 FPS, which is it's fine. But if you are playing this on a more capable device, you can run this up to 120 or even higher. But for right now, I'm gonna just leave it at 60, and then if I feel like you can't hear the game audio, okay, let me take off the noise suppression on my mic, and that should fix it. All right, let's see. Hopefully it will come across in just a second. Okay. It'll probably come through in just a minute. I'm gonna look at the noise levels. Should be able to hear it now. I'll turn down the background music I had playing. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Alright, so it does support HDR displays, which is cool. This one's not an HDR display, but it'll be nice to try it. So advanced settings, idle energy settings. Oh, that's cool. So I guess it'll... Oh, okay, so basically if you're going to be playing this game on battery, this can help you save some battery life if you're a person who sets their device down a lot. So if you're going to set your device down, go get a cup of coffee or get something to drink, you'll essentially be able to turn that on and it will lower the power usage down if it hasn't seen any input. So instead of it just going to sleep mode and maybe messing up your game, it'll just throttle the power down. So that's actually huge for power savings features. I like that. All right, so let's look at the actual graphic settings. So they've got it by default set at medium. They do have FSR on, set to balanced, texture quality medium. So it looks like out of the box, this game is absolutely dialed in for the settings that I would start off with. So that's pretty dope. So I guess let's jump into the game. Yeah, if you guys have any issues seeing or hearing anything, just let me know and I'll gladly be able to fix that for you. So if you haven't already downloaded this game and you have Game Pass, you should definitely go do it because it's free. It's free real estate. Why not?
Jack, rip that door. What are you doing here? Getting you out. Here, put this on. You'll need it. You could get in a lot of trouble for doing this. Not anymore. Things have changed. We better go. What about the other prisoners? You can't just leave them here. They're gone. Hoffman pardoned everybody. Is that right? Welcome back to the army, soldier. Shit. Let's go.
Alright, I'm having to play this through a window. Does the game continue where one left off last? I'm not sure if If you played the game before, I'm sure it's probably going to actually start an entirely new game, to be honest. Because I've played this game before, the original anyways. So I'm going to have to move this. I'm getting too much glare on the screen. Let's see, I might have to turn some of these lights off, actually. Yeah, I'm going to turn some of these off so I can see better. It's very bright in here. Ah, see that power savings feature. It went in and dimmed the screen. That's pretty cool. So I'm going to have to move this back a little bit. Sorry, I'm having to move some of this stuff around. Like I said, it's the first time I've tried this game, so I want to make sure that you guys can see it and it looks good and all that good stuff. Just there we go.
We've got two options.
Let me get the overlay going.
I came through the guards' quarters. It takes time, but it's safe. Or we can go through the prison blocks and get right into the fight. Your choice.
So right now we're getting a very consistent 60 FPS. I'm gonna go straight to combat.
Let's take the prison blocks.
Sitting at about 68 degrees Celsius.
Hell yeah. Let's do it.
So the temps
Delta 2. We're en route. Over.
now at 71, but the frame rate is just deadlocked at 60. Moving around, it is not moving. That's insane. That's really smooth. The graphics look very nice. What's up, Flynn? How's it going, man? We're just testing out the new Gears of War, seeing how it plays on the ROG Ally X.
It's this way. Hey, you're the one that wanted to go this way.
Trying to see if there's any little dog tags. Sometimes you can find more dog tags on this first little spot right here. I usually try to collect everything. It's a little dark. Let me see if I can brighten this up a little bit. There we go. Hopefully I didn't blow it out for you guys. Doing pretty good. Finally moved to New York. You're safe with a girlfriend. Oh, that's awesome, man. I'm glad to hear that. That's how you like in New York. Right now I'm running 30-watt turbo, but honestly, with the FPS this solid right now, I would be willing to venture that you could dial that down a whole lot less. I'll try it out in a minute with some different power profiles. So it seems like there's a little bit of latency here, though. I'm guessing it's either the sensitivity settings or something, but I'm gonna see if I can adjust that because the movement is a little bit too slow for my taste. Yeah, that was kind of wild. So texture quality, we'll do high. Motion blur is off. Visual effects quality, flash reduction, screen space reflections. Yeah, I mean, everything is set up the way I want, so I don't think FSR will be what's giving it any latency. So I think it could be just the controller settings for the sensitivity. So I'm gonna bump that up a little bit. Make sure that locked in, yeah. And I can't remember if I had to. Yeah, this is way bad. Oh, go back. Let's see, controls. So the sensitivity is really weird. It could also just be me, but I do remember this being a little bit better. It's a little bit better right there. How's it going, ISO? Yeah, the sensitivity settings are just a bit off still. Let's see if that fixes it. Game runs amazing. The only thing I'm having an issue with is the controls. Feels like there's a little bit of latency in there, but it also could be my controller itself though. I'm gonna try to turn FSR off in a minute and see if that's what it is. I couldn't imagine that it would be that, but also maybe it's the FPS. Maybe if I put it on oh, VSync is on. So let me turn VSync off. I'm gonna put that up to 120 and we'll just see what it does. So yeah, we're getting, oh, that's much better. Oh my god, that's so much better. Much better. So we're at 120 FPS almost now, 97. It's using more power now, but you know, that's to be expected. So if you want to play this on battery and you put it on 60 FPS, lock it with VSync, it's probably only going to consume like 13 to 15 watts or so, I would imagine. So you should be fine. Yeah, definitely download it. I've got Xbox Game Pass, so it was free, so I love Xbox Game Pass for that. It's wild, though. Yeah, VSync is rough, man. I didn't even realize it was on, then I saw it, and I was like, oh, I bet that's what it is. Because VSync sometimes adds extra latency, and I'm very sensitive to latency, and I notice stuff like that. And that's why I was just, like, really confused, because the controls felt really off. So this scene right here is dipping down to about 60 FPS. This one's always been a pretty intense scene, especially on PC. 7600 XT with the Ally right now. Yeah, man. It's a nice little setup. Finally got your gaming rig up in order to enjoy the hell out of it. Gotta love getting on charts. Nice.
Marcus, we've got to move to the Raven now. Go, go, go!
Yeah, the graphics on this are amazing. Looks absolutely goated. The cutscenes are 30 FPS, and they're only using 9 watts of power. So I mean, they've really got this thing dialed in, so it's, you know, dynamically using what power it needs. So I'm guessing this is definitely one of those super optimized titles for what's going to be the Xbox Ally X and the Xbox Ally. I think this is one that they said would be day one. Yeah, it runs buttery smooth.
That one was on the house. Good luck, Delta. Get up those stairs. Alpha's waiting.
Yeah, I mean, usually the same, but these cutscenes at 30 FPS feel very cinematic and very smooth. They don't stutter or have any type of issues. It's very, very well done. I can tell you that. You wouldn't be able to tell the difference, I don't think, because I normally would, but I think they redid these and they did them very nice. Let's see if I could turn the in-game brightness up a little bit. It seems a little dim. I'm also looking at this thing off at an odd angle too, though. There we go. Hopefully it doesn't blow the image out much. A little bit. Just turn it back to that. There we go. That's better. Hopefully it's okay on your end, guys. Sorry, I wanted to dial everything in off stream, but hotel download speed is like 3 megabytes per second. I switched to my phone hotspot. Yeah, man, it's pretty bad. Hotel Wi-Fi is so rough these days. It's very rough. I think it's just a combination of maybe so many other hotspots around these days that if you're in like a larger city, everything interferes with it and really cuts down on the speeds, and it's just not great anymore. And then combination of them trying to split one plan off too many times anyways. But yeah, mobile hotspots are kind of the way to go. I ended up tethering off of my phone the last time I stayed at a hotel because my phone was doing the same. I was getting a consistent like 50 versus their like 5 or 10 on Wi-Fi. Like I wasn't even able to watch YouTube without it throttling and buffering. So I think there's some grenades around here. Yes.
Sweet.
I knew I remembered some grenades. And I think there was a dog tag. Yeah, probably outdated too, the infrastructure for their networking. So I'm probably gonna be missing a few dog tags. I used to go through and try to get everything. Oh yeah, yeah, Daniel, I'm definitely gonna be trying that. Hopefully here this evening or either tomorrow before I send it back off. I might have to try it tonight. I was gonna be doing the cloud recovery on that today, and then I saw that this came out, and I was like, oh man, I've got to try this. So I went ahead and got it downloaded on there anyways, so to be ready to go. But I feel like more people are really interested in the handheld gameplay for today. I'm impressed. I'm so impressed by this. So it's using 29 watts, getting like 75 FPS, 78 right here, 80. I'm gonna do 17 watt performance, and I also had went in here and dialed, yeah, there it is, and dialed that, nope, it was in here. I dialed this up from medium to high, so it can definitely handle it, but I'm going to go back down to medium. So I drop the power, and we'll see how that runs. So it's using about 24 or 23 watts right here. I'm getting 60. But what I'm going to do here, since I'm on well, not on battery actually. Let's do that. Let's do 17 watt performance. So now I can get a proper my controller disconnected, so I'll just try to play it off from an angle right here. So I'm using about 23 watts on battery. I'm still getting a good solid 59, 60 FPS. I'm going to do a manual power profile, and we're going to do 15, 15, 15. Yeah, that's impressive. So 15 watts right here, 44, 43 FPS at 15 watts. Hey, what's up, E-Man? How's it going? Yeah, it looks really good. And I don't have the auto thing on the camera, so I have to manually focus it. But yeah, so 15 watts right here, getting a solid 44 FPS. And I had a lot of this stuff kind of dialed up, so If I go back in here, let's see, they got that on balance. I can do VSync back on, lock that to 60. And we'll see what it does now. So it could have been my controller. It feels a little bit faster here on the native controller since the other one was wireless. I was using a dongle for it though, but usually doesn't impact how it feels for me anyways, but this actually feels pretty good. 15 watts, close to 60 FPS now. It still looks absolutely phenomenal. All right. Why are we just frozen here? Oh, that was weird. I had to actually come nudge them to move. So I was using the Baitong Zeus 2, or yeah, I believe it's the Zeus 2. I've had it for a while. It's just what I picked up that was easy to use and quick to get to. I typically use my PS5 controller for most everything, but grabbed it because it was easily accessible and wireless. So yeah, temps at 56 degrees Celsius, and it's still only using 14, 15 watts. It's 50, 51. I mean, this is at 1080p with extremely good settings. So that's really not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, if you use an Xbox Elite controller, you'll have a lot of fun with this, because that's what I used to use, but I just got so tired of the stick drift happening every single controller. I've went through so many Xbox Elite controllers that I stopped buying them, because you would RMA it, you get a new one, and then it would last like, I don't know, 6 months to a year, and you'd need a new one. I've actually got mine right here. Actually, I was gonna take and redo this one with some Hall Effect sticks soon, but I just haven't had the time. I've been way too busy, but that's my Elite controller. Yeah, for real. I mean, a lot of games definitely can run well. It's just the people who are making the games fail to spend the time and test things out, or either it's a limitation of the game engine. There's all kinds of limitations with certain games, but yeah. So that feels pretty good. Very happy with what I'm seeing here at 15 watts. I'm trying to figure out where I need to go. I almost want to hook this up to my dock and then in the capture card, but then I would lose the camera feed here. Alright, can someone tell me, am I tripping here, or... What's up, Sergeant Reaper? How's it going, brother? Oh, E-Man, this is the Ally X. Yeah, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this back on the power so I can use my controller, because I'm having a bit of a struggle here. So let me turn that back on to make things a lot easier for me. Okay. Search for Alpha Squad. Okay. Okay, there we go.
Control, this is Delta. We have visuals on Alpha. Possible KIA. No sign of resonator.
I thought this is where I came from. Check the bodies near the emergency hole. Alright. I'm gonna go check the hole. Oh. The Steam Deck when it released, one more power, so I got the Ally X, pretty happy with it. The Switch now on SteamOS can be on the Ally, which is dope. Yeah, so pretty happy with the new Switch, and now SteamOS can go on the Ally, which is dope. Yeah, there's a lot of people who really like Bazite, which is essentially SteamOS. I'm not a huge fan of SteamOS, only because most of the games that I actually play, like regularly, I can't play on SteamOS just because of the anti-cheat stuff, and then Xbox Game Pass. You know, I could do cloud play, but I am extremely sensitive to input latency, and so cloud play is just a little tough for me on games like this. Like if it's certain games where you're not actually like shooting and playing online, latency's not a huge deal, but for something like this, it definitely is. A lot of people do like it and they have fun with it, so. Dog tag. I used to buy all of the Gears of War collector's editions. I still have a lot of them, but I remember there was one that came with dog tags and it had like a big cog, and I still have that. I saw it the other day in the garage. I was like, oh man, that brings back memories.
This little boy just turned 2 last week.
They used to have some really cool collector's editions.
Well, it could be Alpha. Dog tags are gone. Is that the resonator? Nah. Now what? Let's get that resonator. Marcus. What do you think? What do I think? Could be Alpha.
Hopefully I didn't blow it out too much. Turn the brightness up.
I know for sure. Our next target is House of Sovereigns. Straight ahead. Move.
Just trying to adjust the camera to get it a little bit sharper. What? Got him. Super resolution. Yeah, part knock performance gains. Yeah, I definitely can't wait to see how this is gonna look using on the Xbox Ally X, the new NPU, to be able to get some 4K gaming in, especially with games where latency doesn't matter too much. That'd be extremely fun to test out. It'd be cool to try to play some Tokyo Extreme Racer or Forza, just put it up on the screen and just chill and see how it plays. Oh, dang, dude. Appreciate it so much, Blicky Lake. How are you doing, brother? You just popped in out of nowhere, man. Thank you so much, dude. Holy shit. You didn't have to do that, man. Dang, man. Drop your channel, dude. Drop your channel so people can go follow you, man. Just seriously. Go check out Blicky's channel, man. Absolutely the GOAT. Thank you so much, man. That's so kind of you. You didn't have to do that. Really appreciate that so much. Love you too, brother. Hope you're doing well, man. I know it's been a minute since we chatted. I've been super busy with a lot of stuff, and I know I've been kind of ghosting a lot of people in my life, and I apologize, man. So, like I said, you totally didn't have to do that, dude. And I haven't been avoiding talking to anybody in particular. I've just really been going through some hectic life stuff. Busy. Always working on something. Man, this gameplay's so good. Take it easy, Daniel, man. I'll see you later. Thanks for dropping by and chilling out with us, man. Appreciate it. Ooh. Ah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to turn off VSync. It's messing with me still. No matter what, you're good, dude. You make us all happy with your content. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that, dude. Really appreciate that, man. Oh, man. Where are they coming from? All angles. I need to throw a grenade. Need to find some health. There's... There's so many of them. Oh yeah, so settings, just for a recap, since you probably popped in, let's see, I am running basically stock settings that has already been set out of the box, except I changed a few things earlier, which I'm going to change back now. Let's see how they do. So medium is set for 3 gigs of VRAM. I had that set at high, and then everything else was pretty much just stock. And then I'm going to accept that. Under display, I had VSync turned off, and then I had frame rate set to 120, and everything else was pretty stock. So I'm gonna look at advanced settings. Oh yeah, and then there was a cool feature I found, idle energy savings, where if you walk away for a few seconds and it doesn't recognize input on your screen, it basically just dims it. So you have a really nice way to save power on battery, essentially. Brain burn out there for a minute. So yeah, the settings are goated. I'm gonna dial this back up. I was running with 17 watt performance just now, but I'm gonna go back to 30 watt turbo so I can get a little bit more frame rate, because I really prefer playing this above 60 just to get a little bit more snappiness. Alright, we're good now. Howdy from Poland. Hey man, how's it going? Howdy over there, Poland. How y'all doing?
What the hell, man?
Is it Peter? Piotr? Is that how you pronounce your name?
Goddamn defense by now. Yeah. Man's tried everything, but nothing works. If the locusts want to come up, they come up. I used to have nightmares about those things when I was a kid. Shit. I still do.
So I might actually lock it back to 60 FPS since it's not like super above 60. And I am using the high VRAM settings, so I'm gonna do that and just see how much of an impact that makes on FPS. 45 FPS is bare minimal for me on the Ally. Yeah, I would say that's about right. Yeah. I generally want to have a consistent 60, but I know it's not possible in certain games. So as long as it's getting about 45, it does feel pretty good. So it's not bad. So bumping the textures back down to medium seems to have enough of an impact to make it worth it, because the quality itself looks pretty much the same to me. Where are we going? Okay, I thought this was the right way. Yeah, this is the right way. Oh, I'm out of grenades. Is there any grenades around here? Of course not.
Behind us.
Oh yeah, the turret. Oh no. Come on. Hop over. Of course.
Got it.
There we go. I thought I was using a turret, but I was like, wait, doesn't feel like it. Doesn't feel like it. Oh, that's it. That's all I get.
Down in front. There's another nest around the corner. Got a spotter on the right.
I bet if you hook this up to a TV or a monitor, it's going to play extremely well too. Just based on what I'm seeing here, you could easily get a very consistent 60. I need to break out the portable monitor and run that test actually. Oh no, died. What are your impressions of the game on this device? It's great. It actually is great. New Metal Gear Solid Delta comes out in a day. Oh, I know. I want to play it so bad. Would be sick to see how this runs on the X. Yeah, that's actually really a good idea. I was going to try that, but I didn't know it came out that soon. I thought it came out like next week, for example. But yeah, I want to try that. I'm sure it'll play really nice.
There's another nest around the corner.
Let's see.
Got a spotter on the right. Take him out first.
Actually, I do have my portable monitor actually right here. I could try that out. Let's see how it's gonna look, because I'm very curious myself to see how this looks on a larger display. So I've got to get this cable. Hopefully I don't bump my camera. 1 second. I'm trying to be careful. I have to be extra careful. "16-inch portable monitor, nice." Yeah, I'm not sure about the controller situation, but I have a solution for that. Use a dock. And now I can also plug up some power. Power delivery. All right. it's working. So I'm going to take the ally, toss it to the side over here, and bring the camera back. A little focus going here. All right, so this should be a good bit better for me to focus on too. Oh yeah, so I can see a lot better now. We're getting 77 FPS still. Yeah, this is a whole lot easier for me to play. I was looking off to the side, just having some skill issues there. Completely out of my field of view. Alright, I'm gonna have to use... Oh, I'm out of grenades. See if I can find a grenade. No grenades, but... Oh yeah. Up. Hey. Yeah, it's still at over 60. It's at 70 now. I mean, that's on a big 15.6 inch or 16-inch monitor. I could actually change the resolution here because it's running so well. I could easily dial this up to 1600p probably, or 1200p. I don't have it set, of course. Let's see. Can run my mouse. That'll make things a little bit easier. Show desktop. Change the resolution, because I think it's still set at 1080p. Oh no, that's set at 1600. That's interesting. Keep changes, only show on 2. Okay. I would imagine I probably have to exit out of the game for it to pull up in 1600p. Hopefully you guys can see.
Troika.
Yeah, once I get to a save point, I'm gonna try to exit and see if I can get it to come up in 1600p, because I'm very interested to see what happens dialing up the resolution. It just plays so good.
Control, this is Delta Squad. Any word from Alpha?
Negative, Delta.
have radio silence. Over.
Roger that. Dom, Phoenix, you'll look for a way in. Carmine and I will stay back and suppress. What about Alpha? We'll save him if we can.
Alright, so that's a save point. Let's go to exit. And I'm going to see if it will come up in 1600p. There we go. Oh wow, they have an easy anti-cheat on this. See, that's another thing it would probably not work on is SteamOS, or this is another one that probably wouldn't work on SteamOS. That sucks. I really want SteamOS to get some type of, anti-cheat movement going, because there's enough people that want to play on SteamOS that are limited by that factor, but that's, I don't know. I don't have an issue with Windows. I actually like Windows. I know there's a lot of people who just do not like Windows, and typically it's for reasons like there's too many options, it's too much for them, analysis paralysis with options and settings and keeping up with updates and stuff. With SteamOS, it's kind of like a set and forget type situation, but it's really not that difficult to keep, Windows updated. Can I not skip the intro? I guess not. There we go. I don't mind Windows, but SteamOS is also easy to use. Yeah, it is. I mean, I love that, but hopefully the new OS, not hopefully, I've already seen videos and you guys have seen it too, how simple the new layout is, and you can bring over all your games in that one launcher, and it just seems so much snappier and quicker. So I think that's going to be the game changer that a lot of people were looking for. There we go, 1600p. Let's go. Awesome. Continue. Yeah, I want to try out the online and the co-op mode on this. Not today, but I'll definitely be trying that out in the future. Okay, so 1600p looks absolutely nuts.
Negative, Delta. We still have radio silence. Over.
And I'm still getting 60 to 63 FPS right here. That's crazy.
What about Alpha? We'll save him if we can.
Yeah, we went from 1080p to 1600p, and we're still getting a solid 60 right here. That's crazy. Oh, it dropped down to 40, but that's not a big deal. Well, dropped down to 30. Let's see, what can I do here? Medium, 4x, balanced. I can turn that to performance. Turn the shadow quality down. Accept. And let me make sure. I'm going to just lock that at 60. Let's see if that helps. Might have to run it at 1200p. It's still pretty playable at 1600p. Once it loads in all those distant textures, that's when things started to cut down into the 30s and 40s. But it's still very playable at 1600p. So we're at 50 now. Oh gosh. I didn't even see him. So yeah, even at 44 to 50 FPS at 1600p, it's still more than playable. I'm gonna see what happens if I drop it down to 1200 though. Yeah, that's much better. So 1600p is essentially 2.5K, so it's pretty hard to push on a handheld sometimes, depending on what you're playing. Okay, where am I supposed to go? There's the frag grenades. Cluster luck.
All clear.
Yeah, so right now we're sitting at a solid 60 FPS at 1200p. It's using 30 watts, 73 degrees. So, man, it's super smooth. Yeah, thanks for dropping by, E-Man. Hope you have a good one, man. Thank you.
You good?
Definitely drop by again, man. Hit me up on Discord, whatever, you know, any of you guys. Seriously, just drop me a line. Blicky, drop me a line, man. Just, I'll respond, I promise. Alright, so skip the cutscene. This is, I think, a big scene right here. Might need to bust out a grenade. Got one left. Is the cooling working or not so well? Oh, the cooling's working great. Temps are really good. 75 degrees, plugged in, 30 watt turbo, so it's running absolutely cool. Usually docked, it runs a little bit warmer because it's pushing the TDP to its maximum, and it's also outputting a higher resolution than it's used to. Well, we're hitting 84C now, so I mean, that's still to be expected. It's putting this ally to work. But if I dial it back down to 1080p, and especially if I put VSync back on, it'll drop the temps quite a bit. But I'm just testing the limits here and seeing what it does. Yeah, it's so much easier for me to play when I'm filming with an external monitor, unless I've got the camera mounted above, which I need to remount it. I've got a little setup here with the tripods behind me so I can film laptops easier. But I'm about to probably put it back up overhead tonight. So hopefully we'll be doing some more handheld testing.
Just found out. Move. Somebody's having a good time up there. Hold still. One guy. Who's next? Can't stop this. Oh yeah, I got enough space. The soldier needs our help. Get down those stairs.
Oh, I can't jump off. No. I have to go back down. Or actually, that wouldn't make any sense. There's got to be a better way down. Oh, okay, this way. There we go. Everything's playing really, really smooth. Very impressed. I'm going to run it back at 1080p and just kind of compare temps and stuff. So I've got everything set here. And then just for curiosity's sake, I'm going to go ahead and cut VSync back on just to see how low the temps get at 1080. Because this feels perfect. I'm able to keep up with the latency here, especially since it's on an external monitor and it's right in front of me and I can see.
Hey Marcus, remember? Vision playoffs, 40-yard line? I remember you owe me $20. Oh yeah?
63C right now.
Mm-hmm. Hold here. Jack, decloak and rip this door.
Dog tag. What the? Oh my god. I don't remember this. Alright, that's intense. I totally don't remember this scene.
Hold here. Jack, decloak and rip this door.
Okay, so I'm just not going to go back over there. Maybe I can avoid that chaos. No, I can't avoid that chaos. Alright. I tried. I thought maybe. Just maybe. Alright, little spider monkeys. So yeah, 65 degrees, 64 at 1080p. Only using 18 watts right now.
Seriously, something smells wrong in here. Steve, it's nasty, man. Nasty.
Get your heads back in the fight, soldiers. Focus. You two, get over here and take these weapons. Don't use them until I give the order.
Search for...
Got him.
frag grenades. Oh god.
Fire your weapon. Hold your trigger.
It's like a big demon turtle.
Move it, soldiers.
Yeah, whoa! Bring it on, baby!
I didn't throw it far enough.
Fire your weapon, soldier.
Back in your home, bitch!
Oh, that's cool. Alright.
We should use the hammer of dawn all the time. It
Nuts.
only works outside, and even then, only when the satellites are overhead. So basically, you lucked out. Control, this is Delta. Come in. There must be more seers. Let's go.
Gotta move! Alpha swing!
So yeah, external display works extremely good. Move that out of the way. I'll probably have to call it here, guys. Thanks for coming by and taking a look, see how it runs. I'm gonna run some more tests with this game for sure. I'll test out the Flow Z13 and I'll try to do the G18 Scar. Probably will be able to dial that thing up until everything is maxed out. That should be able to play everything locked at the highest settings possible. So yeah, thank you guys so much. If there's any games that you want me to test, any questions that you have, always drop them below in either the comments or the chat or DM me. Also, if you are a channel member, we now have channel emotes, as you can see in chat. So if you do want to become a channel member and help support the channel, that is greatly appreciated, but completely not expected or required. But if you do that, you'll get these cool little emotes, and you'll get access to some members only videos and get to see some things I'm working on. I'm going to start trying to put some more members only content up, and I might even be doing some members only live streams in the near future. So let me know what you want to see next. I'll go ahead and put this on the agenda for next. I'll probably do a dual stream where I compare the Z13 with the G18 Scar side by side to kind of compress everything into one video, since both of those are really high-end devices. I think a lot of people want to see that. So anyways, guys, thank you all for stopping by. Piotr, I'm hoping I pronounced your name correctly. Piotr, but yeah, thank you, brother. Howdy over there in Poland. So I am very tired. I'm gonna go take the dogs out, go lay down for a little bit, and then I'll try to start working on some other stuff I have planned in the background for you guys. And if you need anything in the meantime, you know where to find me. So as always, guys, I hope you all have a good afternoon, good evening, or good night.